Hi, I'm David from Prestacycle. This is the Prestaflator Digital Multipurpose Inflator, a professional quality tool designed specifically for bicycle tire inflation. It works perfectly with both Presta and Schrader valves, works as a highly accurate digital gauge, and is perfect for Seat Tubeless tires. It also works well for automotive tire inflation and much more. Here's how easy it works. Open and release your Presta valve. Make sure the Prestaflator digital gauge is turned on. Push the angled Presta head onto the valve. You will immediately see a pressure reading on your tire. Use the trigger lightly to inflate. If you overinflate, you can use the pressure release button. Once you reach your exact desired pressure, pull the head off the valve, close the valve. That's it. Your tire is at the exact pressure that was shown on the Prestaflator digital gauge. Let's take a look at the tool itself. The Prestaflator Digital has a cast alloy body with a bead blasted finish. The pressure release button, the variable rate trigger valve, and the hose are all installed with a rubber O-ring, so the tool is easily serviceable and rebuildable. Even the coupler connection uses a rubber O-ring inside, so you can quickly and easily screw on any standard 1/4-inch coupler. The digital gauge is a 255 psi gauge with a 1/10 of 1 psi accuracy, a highly accurate gauge. The gauge itself uses replaceable batteries that can be changed without needing any tools. Standard 2032 batteries are used on the gauge. It has other unique features, including an auto on and auto off feature. When you first turn on the gauge, it will turn the backlighting off when not in use to save battery. However, if you inflate or deflate, any pressure change will automatically turn the backlighting back on so you can easily see the pressure reading. The auto off feature will turn off the gauge after a few minutes of not being used to preserve battery life. The batteries on the gauge should last for years without needing to be changed. Let's look inside the box and see what's included with the tool. All of our accessories are 6061 T6 alloy with a nickel-plated finish. First, the tool includes a standard IM industrial mechanical coupler. This allows you to use the tool with most common couplers for your air compressor. You can simply hand tighten it on the tool. The rubber O-ring inside will give the tool a good seal. The Prestaflator hose includes a number of different options for connecting to the Presta valve. First is our traditional push-pull head with a standard rubber insert. This allows you to push it onto the Presta valve, which gives a sensation of clicking to let you know when the head is installed far enough on the Presta valve for inflation. Simply push on, inflate. When you reach your correct pressure, pull it off, and your tire has been inflated. Removing the cap leaves the tool with another type of Presta valve inside. This is a screw-on Presta head, which enables you to screw it quickly to the Presta valve with just a couple of turns, and then allows you to use the Prestaflator with only one hand. The hose has a unique feature when installed this way that you can push on the hose to press the Presta button to take a pressure reading from the tire. It would also allow you to push and hold and simultaneously press the pressure release button on the tool to deflate or let pressure out of the Presta valve. When you're done inflating, the hose will, by pressure, hold itself open so it's not pushing the button, so that when you unscrew, no pressure is lost from the Presta valve. The Prestacycle Prestaflator also includes a number of different accessory heads. This is our latest push-on pull off Presta valve head. It includes our new urethane grommet inside, which allows you to quickly and easily push it onto the Presta valve enough that the inside of the tool pushes down on the Presta valve so that you can take an instant digital pressure reading or release pressure if needed. When you pull this head off the valve, again, no pressure is lost, so your tire has the exact pressure that you set on the digital gauge. The head and hose on this tool can swivel easily. There's no pressure being lost, and you can swivel to any position you need when using any of Prestacycle's angled heads. Another head that comes with the Prestaflator Digital is our quick clip Schrader head. This head allows you to use the Prestaflator with automotive and bicycle tires that have standard Schrader valves. The clip has a spring-loaded squeeze. You squeeze it down, push it onto the valve, and then let go, and the head holds onto the valve. You then inflate to your desired pressure, squeeze the clip, and pull it back off, and virtually no pressure is lost because of the quick action, so your bicycle or automotive tire has the exact tire pressure that you set using the digital gauge. The other head that is included with the Prestaflator Digital is our low pressure valve. This allows you to connect easily to low pressure inflatables, including beach balls and other things like that. There is a staggered catch for different size valves to work with many different kinds of inflatables. This head is also terrific for using the Prestaflator to clean parts on the bike. It gives you easy access with the hose to get into places that are hard to reach. The variable pressure trigger allows you to use light blasts with the Prestaflator so you don't over-clean when cleaning items on the bike. Prestacycle sells other types of accessory heads that are all compatible with any Prestaflator. This includes our right angle disc head, which is used to quickly and easily access valves on disc wheels that have very low clearance. We also have a right angle Schrader head available if you have low clearance on a Schrader valve bicycle or even scooter or motorcycle. This set of heads provides the most common uses for the Prestacycle Prestaflator. Now, let's get ready to inflate. Before you use your Prestaflator for the very first time, it's always a good idea to make sure that all of the connections are tight and fully sealed. This is how you can be sure to get a good pressure reading using the tool. A standard 14mm open-end wrench can be used to tighten the coupler, the pressure release button, the variable rate trigger valve, and the hose connection on the tool. Once that's checked, take your coupler, install it on the tool, and now you're ready to inflate. Now, let's inflate a tire. If your Presta valve has a plastic cap, remove it. Unscrew the tip of the Presta valve and give a quick push to make sure the valve is not being held closed by tension. Turn on your Prestaflator digital gauge. Take the right angle Presta head and push it firmly onto the Presta valve. Your Prestaflator digital will now show the exact pressure inside the tire. Lightly squeeze the trigger to inflate. If you overinflate, push the pressure release button. Reinflate to your desired pressure. And that's it. Pull the Presta head off the Presta valve. Close the Presta valve. Your tire has been inflated to the exact pressure that was shown on the Prestaflator Digital. The Prestaflator Digital is perfect for car tire inflation as well. It includes our quick clip Schrader head, which is specifically designed for car tire valves of all types. Simply remove the cap from your valve, Squeeze the spring on the head and push it onto the valve. Once it's on firmly, let go of the spring and the head is fully installed on the wheel. You already have a tire pressure reading of exactly the pressure within the car. You can release pressure or inflate with a squeeze of the trigger to reach your exactly desired tire pressure. Squeeze the clip to remove the head, and that's it. Your car tire is fully inflated to an exact pressure using Prestaflator Digital. The Prestaflator Digital also includes a low pressure inflation tip. Simply open the low pressure valve, push the tip in far enough to open the inner flap of the valve and inflate. Remove the valve, close it, and that's it. Your low pressure inflation is done using the Prestaflator Digital. The Prestaflator Digital Inflator is the best tool for bicyclists. Perfect for inflating bicycle tires with both Presta and Schrader valves. It is also a highly accurate digital pressure gauge and is perfect for seating tubeless tires. It's great for automotive inflation and virtually any other type of inflation need.